Blackhided. It's the initial requirement for more than 80 beef brands certified by USDA. That also means it's the first limiting factor in supplying the first and largest of those, the certified Angus beef brand. The company has tracked Blackhided numbers since 2004, and USDA now reports nearly 63% of carcasses in the mix get the A stamp.
But when you look and compare that to some of the bull turnout data that's done, and I know there's a number of different surveys out there, but they are typically running probably about 10 points above that, so in the low 70% on bull turnout being derived from the Angus breed.
Cattle-Fax analyst Lance Zimmerman says there are several explanations, including imported feeder and finished cattle.
What we see is Mexico and Canada don't have near the number of Angus-type cattle as we do in the United States. So as imports increase, naturally that black-hided number decreases because of the downward pressure of a smaller black-hided population being imported into the United States.
Cattle import numbers vary, so their impact on the black-hided share also varies year to year. Wallencheck says many other factors dilute the most recent tallies.
Probably the first of which is, as we have reduced the fed slaughter numbers over the last year significantly, we've changed the ratio of those cattle that are being from the United States, or what we would call as the native cattle, compared to either Mexican or Canadian imports, and then also the dairy contribution to that fed slaughter mix, and what ratio that makes up. And so we've seen a significant transfer of how much of the fed population is derived from those non-native, non-traditional native cattle into the native population.
The long-term trends show a steady increase in the Angus-influenced cattle population. Zimmerman says that should compel cattlemen to look for more ways to differentiate.
When you have over 50 to 60% of the U.S. cattle population identified as black hide color, people want to know more about those cattle than just that. And so they're looking for any identifiers that tell what quality is. And you might have the best generic black-hided cattle in the universe, but that might not mean anything to a producer unless they know more about the genetics that were in those cattle, also how they were fed, what vaccination programs were administered, what other programs you were managing those cattle towards.
Just having black-hided cattle alone isn't enough. I'm Cindy Campbell.